Hi, more exercises for the chair today, this time for lower back and hips. You will need a ball. Doesn't matter what kind of ball. It could be the onion in a plastic bag again. Be sure it's in a plastic bag. I'm going to set it aside. It doesn't need to be in a sock today. Our first exercise is a warm-up, so I want you to sit as far forward in your chair as you comfortably can. If that's at the far back, that's just fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to hands on hips or on the arms of the chair. We're going to rotate the entire torso, leaving both butt cheeks firmly on the ground. So you're rotating your entire torso, but you're trying to leave the hips steady and stable. You can go back too, that's why you sat forward in your chair. If you're back in your chair, because that's just where you're able to sit, just do it as forward as you can and try to go to the sides as far as your chair will allow. And switch back and forth. You could do this really strictly and do a certain number in each direction, or you can do like I'm doing and just move it back and forth whenever I feel like. You can even rock a little. It's just to kind of get some mobility in there. When I go forward, I'm actually arching my back slightly, and then I can tuck it as I go back. So just get as much movement in there as possible. You can actually do this for a long time, but to keep this video short, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to go on to the tennis ball. So, a lot of the muscles for your lower back actually connect onto the bones around your hips and buttocks. So we're going to take the tennis ball and we're going to stick it at the bottom of your buttocks on your sit bone. So there's a little jut of bone that sticks out there, and you're just going to stick the ball underneath it and sit on it, because this is really elegant. I actually used to do this on airplanes because I often had a lot of trouble with my left leg, so I would sit on a ball to kind of relieve some of the tension in that muscle. And actually what you can't see on the camera is that just for fun, I'm extending and flexing my left leg, which is where the ball is. If you want to experiment a little with placement, you can try anywhere in there that you can reach with the ball. I went just now a little to the inside. There's a separate muscle that connects closer into the inside. It still goes down the leg, but I'm feeling it also in my lower back to the far left. Not on my butt exactly, but I'm not sure. That's good. You can try it a little bit further down your leg. It's also okay. Wherever works for you. I'm still wiggling my leg around a bit. Side to side is kind of nice. This is really triggering stuff in my lower back. I'm a belly sleeper, so I frequently have tension in my lower back from forgetting to take the pillow away, for example. I'm going to do the other side a little bit. Same thing. I don't feel as much on this side. It's not a problem side for me. It just feels unstable. That's fine too. If your chair is hard enough to allow it, and mine really isn't, you can sit back in your chair and try it at different points on the back side of your buttocks. And I'm sorry you're not getting to see this, but the chair is solid. So I'm just leaning back into it. And I've got, even with this super soft chair, I've got a little bit of tension being pressed there. So give it a try, see what works for you. Anywhere around there that you can make the ball work. If you have the option to bring it higher up around your sacrum, that's fine. Remember not to put it directly on your vertebrae, on your spinal cord. You can put it from side to side, and you can put it on the big flat bone at the base of your spine. That's fine. It should be a little more sensitive there, and that's perfectly okay. You can even go lower onto your tailbone. That might be more sensitive as well. Just be gentle, be cautious. Use your brain. Okay, you can do that as long as you want, wherever you want. There went the ball because I didn't put it in a sock today. The last thing we're going to do is super simple stretches to the side, and depending on your chair, you might be able to use it. So I'm just going to reach my arm up over my head and stretch. Again, I'm trying to keep my buttocks firmly on the chair, evenly on the chair, So I'm kind of pulling down on my right side since my right arm is up. And you can hold that or you can just follow along. And we're going to go to the left side. It's a nice side stretch. If you want to, you can pull harder on the chair to get more, but remember to try to keep your buttocks firmly on the chair. And you're going to go the other way. Again, I think my chair is moving, but it's on wheels, so it's not surprising. You're just going to repeat that as often as you like. If you want to vary it a bit, leaning further back for that stretch, that's fine. If you want to stretch over and slightly forward to see how that feels, it's also fine. If you don't have quite the mobility in your arms, you can also just lean. You still want that stretch on the sides. As much leaning as you can get, and keeping as much as possible your neck stable with the rest of your spine, whatever that feels like for you. If you want to do extra, you can. You can also just keep it fairly neutral. Okay, super simple chair for today, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Next week, let me know what you want. If anybody has any specific requests, I'll try to work them in. Otherwise, we'll just see what I'm thinking. Okay, thanks. Bye.